Hi everybody. Welcome to FlytLaunch Fortnight. My name is Achal and I have Neil with me from the Solution Engineering team.
Hello, everyone.
Glad to see you all here. Thank you so much for joining for FlytLaunch Fortnight. So this is an amazing concept. We'll be doing 10 launches in next 10 days and we'll be talking about setting the context today where we'll be launching the core product and then talking about different stuff over the next 10 days in the FlytLaunch Fortnight. So let's get started with the Fortnight. I welcome you all and let me set the context. So first of all, we saw what AI world is doing, right? We're seeing how things are getting connected, and we are now entering the era of physical AI. In the last 2 years, we saw how digital systems, because they were connected, they are scaling. We saw agents coming on, we saw MCPs, we saw Cloud Cover, Cloud Code, so many things coming into that picture. But physical world is still fragmented. We still are independently using drones, docking stations, uh, or the entire robots, and everything is still fragmented. So, what's the missing layer here? How do we kind of connect them all? And we need connected systems and unified fleet management. So we can take leverage, use the alarm system to dispatch drone, see that data to dispatch a robot, look at the CCTV video feed, analyze it, and dispatch any vehicle. All of these systems need to be connected. So we are here today to talk about one of the latest things that FlytBase has been building and a vision that we have been working over from the last 6 months. So we would love to introduce you to FlytBase One, a unified fleet management platform ready for physical AI ops, which connects all the robotic systems. Yes, FlytBase is expanding from autonomous drones to manual drones to even ground robots, as well as all the ground connected systems using your industrial IoT, security systems, as well as vehicle fleet. FlytBase One would connect with dog drone, as I said. It will connect with your manual drones. It will connect with your Counter-UAS. You can see other drones which are in the air, as well as it connects with alarms. We'll talk about that in more detail. In the phase two, we'll be launching integrations with vessel tracking systems. As we are seeing a lot of deployments across the ports, it has become very important to visualize the large fleet of vessels and use drones to monitor those seas. Similarly, as remote operation centers become normal with drone operations, remote operators also need the live video feed from the nearby CCTV cameras. So that is where we'd be introducing integration with CCTV cameras and systems. Third, we'll be also introducing automobile fleet integrations. So as you're doing your drone operations, you know which is the nearest vehicle and you can dispatch that vehicle as soon as you see an incident. In the phase three, we'll be launching integration with ground robotics, be it robotic dogs, the rovers, or even humanoids and AGVs. So that's the FlytBase One vision, and we'll tell you what's there deeper into this. So first of all, let's look at 2025. 2025, we saw immense adoption of autonomous drones. And these are being deployed as an infrastructure. We've been talking about that over the years, that how these things could become part of the infrastructure. We saw that FlytBase deployed autonomous drones at 50 plus countries, where we were able to deploy autonomous drones. We were able to reach 15,000 flights a month, as well as we were doing 350,000 enterprise deployments. Let me quickly check. We have few folks right now on our Google Meet. We are also streaming live on YouTube and LinkedIn. Let me see if I can join here. Sorry, guys, who are joining us on Google Meet. We are also streaming this live on YouTube and LinkedIn. So we're handling multiple streams. So sorry for the delays. Let me just share again on Google Meet.
Right. While Achal does that, again, 70 plus countries, 15,000 plus autonomous flights across geographies across the globe, different use cases, public safety, oil and gas, utilities, transport. So that's something, where we have worked on, and we've gathered so many insights, and we can see the trend. And that's where, that entire concept and vision of FlytBase One came into the picture as well.
So now, as we move towards the FlytBase One and dog deployments, we also saw that Alarm Flink became the #1 Flink used globally. We made integration with Genetic, Milestone, Access Systems, Dawa System, Avigilon, and now Alarm Flink can practically integrate with so many things, where you can dispatch a drone and alert. We also released our mobile applications and integrations with shortcuts on the phone, so you can dispatch the drone automatically. Now, to expand the vision of a connected system, today we are introducing the support for non-dog drones. So, as we closely work with enterprises, police departments, and people across the globe, they needed that they can bring their existing fleet of drones to the same platform.
Right.
And with the AI coming into the picture, that becomes very important. We'll talk about that in the later half of today's launch. So let me play this video for you to help you understand how non-dock operations work in FlytBase.
Hello everyone, and welcome to FlytBase Academy. In this video, we'll show you how to add and monitor a non-dock drone on FlytBase. You'll see how a manually piloted drone connects through DJI Pilot 2, appears instantly in the FlytBase dashboard, and provides your operations team with live video, telemetry, and flight activity in real time. To add a new non-dock drone, open the Devices page in your FlytBase dashboard. Now, click on the Add button, then choose Drone and RC. On the dashboard, you will now see step-by-step instructions on how to register your drone and RC on FlytBase. Before you begin, make sure you have a compatible DJI drone and remote controller with DJI Pilot 2 installed and an active internet connection on the RC. Now let's go through the full process to register your drone and remote controller pair on FlytBase. To begin, open the DJI Pilot 2 application on the remote controller and navigate to the Cloud Services section. From there, click on the Open Platforms option. You'll be prompted to enter the URL for the cloud service using the on-screen keyboard. In this case, enter pilot.flytbase.com, then tap Connect. Next, you'll be asked to log into your FlytBase account. You can sign in using your Microsoft account or your email address. If you choose email login, enter the verification code sent to your inbox and tap Continue. Once verified, you'll be logged in successfully. After logging in, select the organization where you want to register the drone and tap Next. Then select the appropriate site where you want to register the drone and tap Finish. You'll now see the Connection Setup screen. Here, select the model of your remote controller and the model of your drone. Then tap Register Device Pair. Once the drone and remote controller are successfully registered, the connection status on the remote controller will change to Connected. This confirms that the registration is complete. You can now return to the DJI Pilot 2 application using the physical back button on the remote controller and enter the camera view to continue normal flight operations. To verify that your drone has been successfully registered, open the FlytBase dashboard on your computer and navigate to the Devices section. Here you'll see the newly added drone and remote controller listed. At this stage, the device is registered but not yet active. To activate the device, go to the Manage tab for your organization. From there, navigate to Device Subscriptions and activate the subscription for the newly added drone. You can see that the device is now activated. In the Device Overview tab, you'll find all the key details about your drone, including the serial number, model, and battery cycle count. In the Diagnostics section, you can view health warnings and system messages reported by the drone. This information is especially useful during pre-flight checks and for ongoing monitoring of the drone's overall health. Now, we can go back to the operations dashboard. Here we can expand the drone card and see detailed drone telemetry and parameters on the left side. You can also zoom in on the map and see the location of the RC and the drone marked on the map. Both of these markers update based on the location of the drone and the RC. If the operator moves while flying the drone, the location of the remote controller will also update on the map. To switch between video feeds, such as the FPV camera and the payload camera, first select the desired video feed in the DJI Pilot 2 application. In this example, we've switched the feed from the FPV camera to the payload camera. Next, click on the back button on the RC and navigate to the DJI Pilot homepage. From there, navigate to the Cloud Services menu. Tap Connect again and wait for the status of both the remote controller and the drone to show as connected. Once the status is connected, you can go back by clicking on the physical back button on the RC and entering the camera view. To view the video feed, navigate back to the operations dashboard. You can now see that the video feed has switched from FPV to the payload camera. You can also follow the on-screen guide in the cockpit view for detailed step-by-step instructions on how to switch the video feed using the DJI Pilot app. Now, let's see how you can monitor flight operations for non-docked drones on FlytBase. To execute a flight, the operator will need to control the drone from the RC and the DJI Pilot app. Using the FlytBase dashboard, your team can monitor the drone telemetry and the video feed in a single unified view. While the drone is flying, you can switch to the cockpit view and also view the flight path of the drone in 3D view. During flight operations, you can create a guest share link to provide external stakeholders immediate access to the drone's live video feed and telemetry. Navigate to the guest share menu, select the drone, set the required validity for the link, and click Generate. Once generated, a QR code and a shareable link will appear on the dashboard. You can scan the QR code using a mobile device, share the link with relevant stakeholders to provide instant access to the live video feed. When you open the guest share link, you can view the drone's live telemetry, along with the video feed and map view. This enhances situational awareness and helps teams make faster, more informed decisions during emergency scenarios.
Great. So this is a quick video that we wanted to show and demonstrate because as we are seeing the non-dock and dock drones get mixed into one system, it becomes very important for operation managers to have everything under the same dashboard. So that is where we are today announcing the integrations with dock drones and non-dock drones, where you have integration with Mavic, Matrix 4D, as well as M400. So you can bring your current fleet of drones and simultaneously manage all your operations from the single dashboard.
Right.
Let's move to the next one. As your fleet scales in, you of course would need integration and one-to-many operations. So earlier last year, we introduced integration with fleet management system. And now we are bringing non-dock integrations to the fleet management and one-to-many operations. So from a single supervisor view, you can list down all your drones. You can see their status, airspace awareness, their live video feed, their location, and you'd be able to control dock drones today from this dashboard and send them back to home, send them to a safe altitude, or trigger stop all operations. Sooner in the coming weeks, we'll be also introducing control for the manually flown drones with the non-dock, and it will also be coming into the same dashboard. Thanks to this dashboard, a lot of our customers are now getting one-to-many waiver across the globe, where they can do their entire operations from the single dashboard. Let's move to the next one. So one of the other things that we wanted to bring is the integration with Counter-UAS. So something where you can have a
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Flight.
And you can have all the counter drone data available into the FlytBase dashboard. So next 3-4 minutes, we'll walk you through the integration with our partners and Hive of how we have integrated ground sensors. And this is compatible to any counter drone systems through our API framework, where we can integrate those ground systems and show all the availability of airspace and what's there in the airspace on the live dashboard. And we'll also talk about a few workflows in this video.
Base Academy. FlytBase is now taking a step into the counter drone domain. we are excited to announce that FlytBase officially supports Senhive in our platform as a Flink. Senhive is a detect and avoid sensor that detects activity in the airspace. It can identify aircraft both crewed and uncrewed to keep your site safe of any unauthorized airspace activity. In the Flinks panel, you can see the Senhive card as a DAA Flink under My Flinks. Once you open it, you will find two tabs, Configuration and Devices. In the Devices panel, it is very important to first configure the RabbitMQ connection in the Configuration tab before you add a device. RabbitMQ connection requires you to enter credentials into our platform. There are three fields: the virtual host, username, and password. You will receive these credentials from Senhive when you purchase the Senhive sensor. So you need to enter these three details using the information provided to you. For now, we are using demo sensor details.
So let me skip to the actual dashboard. So we have the setup video. I'll skip to how the dashboard looks like and what could be done. So once you integrate these systems, you will get to the dashboard where you can see the location of external drones. So you can see the drone location as well as the RC location. So if you remember in the last video, we showed the RC location from your pilots, but now you can actually see the location of drones. And it also gives you a quick Google Map link and shortcut so you can know the location on the map. You can open it on your phone, open on your laptop, and see the actual location of the person who is flying the drones on your site. Now, this is immense value for a lot of critical sites where you are operating your drones, but you also face threats from third-party drones. And integrating sensors like Senhive on the ground and having the FlytBase One as a unified fleet management, not only you'll be able to see your dock and non-dock drones, but also the third-party drones into the same dashboard. And now we also have a workflow where we can dispatch a drone to that RC location. So you can send the drone to the RC pilot from the docked drones. And you can have the loudspeaker, you can have the spotlight, and you can also collect the evidence right from the dashboard as you're doing these operations. So that's integration with the Counter-UAS system. And I think this is something which will be very beneficial for a lot of sites who are operating in critical infrastructure and are looking to secure them with counter-drone. So in a nutshell, today we have launched the phase one, where we already had the dock drones and alarms, and now we have drones and Counter-UAS in the system. And these all systems are now live, and we'd be happy to work with you to bring all these to your dashboard. In the coming weeks, we'll be talking about the phase 2 and phase 3 as we launch integration with AIS systems, CCTV, automobile fleet, ground robots, AGVs, and ultimately humanoid systems with the FlytBase One. But that's it for FlytBase One today. Let's see what it unlocks after that and why we did that, right? We initially spoke about that having these connected systems are really, really important. Because now, once you have this, you have a system of record. You have system of connected all the sensors in one place. And when you have that, you can actually create a foundation layer for physical AI. The same way we see our Gmail, CRM, and everything connected, and now we can have agents, we can now start thinking about connecting these systems and make them much more intelligent. And this is the key reason FlytBase One acts as a foundational layer, where we can bring all of this together and make system of action. So now FlytBase One would be the system of records, where you'd have all these robots and sensors. And we are now integrating Verkos, which is the system of actions, where we can have different agents to work on different kind of use cases, different kind of workflows. And that is where today we are happy to announce Verkos AI Detect Anything agent. So a generic agent which leverages visual language models to look at the live video feed where you're flying, and it can detect practically anything in the live video feed. So let me start with the overview video, which would help you understand what is Verkos AI. And then we're going to talk about a specific one agent today. And Neil will help you go deeper into that.
Hi, welcome to FlytBase Academy. Today, we're excited to introduce the new Verkos Agent's AI-powered intelligence for drone operations. This innovative feature enables the detection of anything the operator can describe, all in real time during a drone's live stream. To get started, head to the sidebar called the Flight Center and click on Verkos AI. Here you'll find a list of pre-configured agents provided by FlytBase, each designed for different domains and offering unique AI search options. For example, the General Security Agent is currently enabled. Double-click on this agent to view the various predefined events, which can be activated with a simple toggle. Suppose you want your live stream to detect someone pacing or circling a building. Just click the toggle, and a notification at the bottom will confirm the event was updated successfully. Each agent comes with its own set of pre-configured events. If these don't fit your needs, you can easily set up a custom event. For instance, clicking Add will trigger a pop-up, confirming your new event has been updated. Once done, return to the agent's page. There's also an agent settings section. If the AI system detects the specified object, it can notify the operator and also send an email with an image of the detection to any recipients you add here. Another important setting is the video feed monitoring frequency, adjustable from 5 to 30 seconds. This determines how often the system analyzes frames for your event, every 5 seconds for high-power processing, or up to 30 seconds for a lighter load and broader analysis window. You can set this interval anywhere from 5 to 30 seconds as needed. Once configured, return to the home screen. Now let's move to our dock. Inside the dock, we'll demonstrate the AI system in action with a GTL. Let's proceed to the dock screen. And now, click Launch. Once inside cockpit view, you'll see the button to start or enable AI searches. This is the core AI search functionality. Clicking it reveals the presets saved from our General Security Agent. Here you can enable any preset immediately or configure them as shown earlier. If you're ready after reaching the location, zoom in with the camera. Next, add a custom event, such as person, or select from the drop-down of configured presets. Let's add a car, a person, and a person on a bike. Press Enter to save the preset and tag. When you start the search, the system scans the frames for the tags you've added. Now, as you can see, the object is detected. Go to the AI Search tab to view Person on a Bike. The system has identified it. Clicking the Open tab displays the image and the system's confidence level. It shows what's been detected. Multiple detections are possible. For example, if you add another item, like a car, click Enter. Stop the search and start a new one. Now, the system can detect multiple objects at once. Watch as it detects the bike, and if a car passes by, it will detect that too. As shown, the car has been detected. After completing AI detection, click Return to Home. While the drone returns, the search continues running until you stop it manually. For now, click Stop Search. Next, go to the gallery. Here you'll see the tagged images found and saved, such as the person on a bike and the car, each with their confidence level. The key takeaway? If the operator can describe it, the system can detect it. This concludes our demonstration of the Verkos agent, bringing AI intelligence to drone operations.
So that is the Verkos agents. And now for the next 10 days, we'll be launching 10 different AI agents and giving you a deep dive into that. So today we have Neil with us, who would be helping us with understanding the security agent. So if you have not registered for the entire 10-day, you can go to the same link that you had received on Luma and register for the next 10 days. We'll be running it from Monday to Friday this week and Monday to Friday next week as well. Now, let's take a deeper dive into the agent today, which is the security agent. So let me switch the screen and let me help you get your screen, Neil, on the stage. Just give me a second.
Sure.
Just 1 second, and I'll have the screen.
So while Achal does that, I'll just give you a quick overview of what we are going to cover. Achal has obviously laid down the foundation of FlytBase One. And today what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a quick overview of what the Verkos security agent is. So as you saw, Verkos has a range of security agent, secure AI agents. The security agent is just one agent. Think of it as like a co-worker in your drone program, which specializes in security and is built to detect security related events. So up until now, what FlightBase was doing was, for security use cases, we were detecting people and vehicles, but Verkos has changed that totally, and that is something that we are going to quickly show you today. Right. So at its core, Verkos AI, again, like I said, it's a security agent with special skills that's embedded within FlightBase. It's continuously scanning your drone video feed to detect, again, anomalies that are specific to your workflows. As you saw in the video, if the drone operator can describe it, the Verkos security agent will detect it. And the whole idea over here is, as a pilot, there are 1,000 different things that you need to go through: pre-flight flight checklists, weather, mission planning. There's a lot of cognitive load. But this security agent is turning that passive video feed into actionable insights and operational intelligence. So that's something that we are trying to do. We are helping uh, augment the pilot so that they get operational insights and they're able to close loops faster when it comes to security related incidents.
So you were really right, in terms of the operations, the way they are scaling. We're doing one of the webinars in the coming time where we're talking about how we are scaling from 1 to 12 operations as well, right? As operators fly more and more drones, sit like 8 hours, 24/7, right? That cognitive load is something which is taking upon themselves. Plus, there could be a case where somebody would completely miss out a very important or critical stuff on their site. And this is a specific solution which can actually detect things which even human can miss, even in dark scenarios where it's nighttime or it's something which is not easily kind of recognized by humans with just the live video feed coming on the screen.
Right, totally. And that's, again, the gap that we're trying to solve with this Verkos agent. So, right, I'll just reiterate what has been happening traditionally and what has changed with Verkos. So, again, you've up until now you've had that passive video feed where the operator is just sitting and finding what may be wrong. There's a lot of cognitive load involved. A lot of times incidents are only discovered after the flight, so there's a lot of post-flight discovery, and then there's a lot of evidence collation which is manual as of now. With Verkos, again, your security patrols, your security drone program is augmented with AI. So you have continuous scanning on top of your video feed. You have timely alerts. So the moment the security agent is able to track something which is specific to your workflows, the relevant stakeholders get notified and the evidence is automatically captured. So it's visible in your gallery and it's visible within the flight log section as well, so that you know for every flight, okay, these were the incidents that happened, and you have an entire system of record and you're taking actions on top of them as well. So just to give you a quick overview how it works, it's the agent is continuously scanning your video feed, it's detecting patterns. We have a couple of custom or preset patterns which we've built into the product based on our learnings and our experience while we've worked with a lot of security use cases. The agent is able to quickly flag the relevant anomalies which are with respect to your security workflows, and it's able to automatically structure the evidence. The human over here is always in control, and like I said, the human is augmented in each of these aspects. Right. So again, there's a lot of human plus AI collaboration while the pilot is thinking about safer flights, mission execution, tactical decisions, and validation and response when something wrong happens. The agent is, doing the monitoring and doing the grunt work. So visual scanning, detecting patterns, signal identification, and structuring the evidence for post-incidence analysis. So what does the agent detect? This is where it gets interesting. You don't have to go by the book. Again, it depends on your workflows. It depends on the pilot. So it could be loitering detection, whether, let's say, you're inspecting or doing security for a car warehouse. You don't want people looking into cars at specific times of the day.
Right.
It could be vehicle activity, a vehicle where it's not supposed to be, perimeter approach, breaking in fences, open or closed gates, unusual gatherings, a large crowd of people where they're not supposed to be, again, something very unusual, suspicious pacing, people with suspicious objects. That's all that the agent does for you, and again, flags those incidents. On an architecture level, again, it is all a part of FlytBase One. So right now you have docking stations, you have non-dock drones, as Achal mentioned, as part of the phase one. And going forward, again, the more sensors we are able to integrate, we'll be able to, let the AI run on top of them, so that we are able to take actions as well.
So let's see some examples. So
Right.
the idea of these next 10 days is, while this tool is now live and a lot of you can actually try it, we wanted to take out time over the next 10 days to go deeper and show you the possibilities, right, that what you can do. So we took a lot of sample footages from our partners, from online, and we kind of ran this agent on multiple use cases, which can really open up our mind of what can be done with these kind of agents. And today we're going deeper into the security vertical and showing you a few use cases. So let's go deeper into that aspect and give the live demo context. So you said about crowd monitoring use case, right? So let's define like what happens in typical kind of scenarios, and what have you noticed by a lot of customers or partners?
Right. So again, could be a warehouse, could be a private property. People, a large group of people where they're not supposed to be. It could mean that there's something happening over there. You might need additional ground resources to be there to control the crowd. And again, the agent is able to quickly detect that, send that information to the right stakeholders so that you can take actionable response and also have the situational awareness necessary to tackle these.
So a typical workflow is like you're doing your patrols, right, or schedule missions,
Right.
and you have the agent trained or detecting a certain amount of crowd that if gathers, please notify me. So I need to take a look at that. And this small snippet is showing the same, where we have people gathering there, and agent has been trained to quickly detect and say 10 plus people gathering over there and show you on the screen, and of course it stores in the gallery.
And that's how you kind of work on the false positives as well. So maybe in your company, people, a group of 10 people is maybe a couple of, your own team members going out there for a walk, but more than 10, 20, that's something unusual. You can customize the agent specifically for that, and then you'll only get alerts for that.
Got it. Another use case that security agent can do is perimeter breach detection. So there is, say, a cut in the fence. Now this one is a big one. We found this kind of video, but it could be even smaller one. And the agent probably is doing again a patrol mission, or it's a POI that it does a point of interest around your building or around your site, and it notices anything related to cut in the fence or a damaged fence, and it can detect that and notify in the same workflow.
So this is one of the most common use cases that we've seen when it comes to security. In a security use case, you most probably have a fenced area that you want to make sure is secure. There are no people trying to get over the fence, or the fence gates are closed. So that's something that you can do from this agent.
Got it. Let's also look at the unauthorized activity. Now, this prompt is very vague. I mean, in typical the old AI stuff, right? We did not have those kind of levels where it would be just a people, vehicle, or a vessel. You can train it. But what you see here is very contextual understanding that there are aggressive postures or threatening behavior, increased human activity that you can see here. Right now, it could be middle of the night. You can see this is the thermal video feed. So pilot may not notice it, or you're flying multiple drones, and you've also put unauthorized activity. Now, agents takes that context, and even when these kind of stuff has been detected, it flags, right? So what you're seeing here is like it kind of notified that there is a chance of 85% unauthorized activity where cars are unevenly parked right there. So we are showing that with this footage. And similarly, it also indicates some other behaviors of people which are on the ground. So they could have potential weapons or any other things on the ground, and it could detect that and notify right on the screen. Similarly, vehicle collision is another important one. A lot of public safety departments are using drones, and maybe Neil, you can talk about that. This is, of course, a pretty standard one, but you're flying and you can detect different use cases. So, what's happening here?
Yeah. So again, if you're in public safety, drone as first responders, collisions are something that you're probably seeing, and that's something that you want to detect early on. The idea over here is again the drone needs to respond immediately, so you're able to detect if there's a collision. Are there public safety vehicles already there? What type of a collision it is, and then flag it off to the right stakeholder. So this is one use case again, which is pretty common in public safety, road transportation, etc., and highway authorities as well.
Right. So that brings us to the end of the few demos that we wanted to show you with the security agent. Over the next 10 days, we would come online for 10-15 minutes to show you more examples.
Right.
So that can help you understand what are the capabilities of this agent, what we can do together with this kind of technology. Your feedback is, of course, always appreciated, where we can have better understanding of what other features would be required. So we have rolled this out in the beta program, and you would be able to use that with your dog drones as well as non-dog drones, and do all your operations and let us know your feedback. We are live here. Anybody has any questions, feel free to put that on YouTube, LinkedIn, or folks on the Google Meet who have joined us privately. Feel free to put your message or questions in the chat box, and happy to take few questions on this. Okay, let's see if we have any questions. Nupo, do we have any questions? So Chris is asking, does it work with Genetec? Yes, of course. You can pull in the live video feed from your CCTV cameras as well. We're bringing that integration, and it works with Genetec as well. This is neat. The AI detection part is native to FlytBase. So those detections are happening there. We can send alerts to Genetec or dispatch a drone based on Genetec to that particular location and analyze that and send back the notification. So it works in that fashion. We have another question. That do you plan to able to integrate all these agents with existing CCTV cameras? Yes. So that's the goal with FlytBase One, where we'll be integrating live video feed from different video management systems. So we'll support WebRTC and other formats, and it would be able to analyze. And we would also share more things with our cost, where we can actually dispatch a drone and take actions based on what we saw on the CCTV, and we can dispatch the right drone, right robot based on the context. Great. Do we have any more questions on YouTube or LinkedIn that we can take before we close for the day? Great. So great. Thank you guys. See you tomorrow. We have exciting agents launching every day for the next 10 days. And Neil will be bringing up a lot of examples. So please block calendars for those 10-15 minutes. The next 10 sessions would not be this long. This was the launch one. Now we'd be talking about different agents over the next 10 days. Nupur can again drop the link in the chat boxes so you can register on Luma and block your calendar for next 10 days to join and look at these agents. Thank you so much.
Just to give you a small little sneak peek, tomorrow is maritime ports inspection and monitoring AI agents. So if you're working in the use case of ports, you want to detect vessels or more about them, like I'll let you wait for tomorrow, but that's something that we're going to show tomorrow. So I'm glad that you took out the time to be here, and looking forward to seeing you tomorrow as well.
Great. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Thank you.